Apple very recently released the iPhone SE. Now, this is a budget phone with the same processors like the highest of the high end. That's crazy to me. So today we're gonna unbox this and get my initial impressions out of the way, because I think that this phone, this under $400 phone, I think this could be both the best camera that somebody could buy, like straight up period at the price, and I also think this could be one of the best computers that you could buy for the price. Is that true? Let's find out. What's up, everyone? I'm the Everyday Dad, and if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. So UPS just literally just dropped this off, and me and the UPS guy this week, we're like this. So let's crack this thing open, see what we got. I did get the 64 gigabyte version, which you might be like, Everyday Dad, you're cheaping out. Gary, you're cheaping out just for this video. Not true. This is my iPhone 11. This is my daily driver phone, favorite phone of all time. This is the 64 gigabyte version. I don't think you need more than that for a phone, even if you use your phone to do a lot of creating. Okay, but let's open this up. So this should have the same body as like the iPhone 8. Now, I never had the iPhone 8. I went from the iPhone 6 to the 7 Plus to the XR to the 11. So let's see, what do we got? Now, as I was disappointed in the keyboard for not having stickers, do we get stickers here? Heck yes, I'm gonna take these stickers, and those are going on my iPad. Ding! Oh, we had to turn that top light off. I think it was a little too bright. So welcome to iPhone. Well, thank you so much. Hold button to turn it on, Touch ID, and that's one of the things I'm very excited actually for Touch ID. Don't get me wrong, I like Face ID, I like the phone like automatically working, but I am much more excited to just be able to tap it. I don't know, I just like tapping. Okay, tips, whatever. Ooh, it actually comes with a SIM card thing now. That's really nice. I don't think my 11 came with one of those. So we got some more paperwork. We'll set the phone down. I did get the white because I think the white, it looks very sharp. We get a standard. Ooh, is this not covered in plastic? Is this covered in paper? Not, I don't know. That is paper. That's pretty eco-friendly. I like it. We also get a set of earbuds. I will literally never use these again. And you get the charging cable. Well, here's the question. Are these lightning or do these, yeah, these are just straight up lightning ones. I do kind of wish, I like when they had the 3.5 millimeter headphones and then they also gave you the dongle in the box. It looks like they've kind of gotten away from that. So that is everything. Pretty standard setup, especially for such a budget phone. But let's check out ye olde budget phone. So yeah, this does have, it's basically the same body, like I said, as the iPhone 8, but it's got the internals. It's what, the iPhone 11 Pro Max? I'm not much of a phone guy. Again, I think this will be a great camera and a great computer. So this thing, very high quality, feels fantastic. So my iPhone 11 is not the Pro, it's just the regular size. It's not the Plus. It's a little bit smaller than the iPhone 11, but it does feel, it looks like it's got the same glass back. It does have just the one camera lens instead of the ultra wide, so you will be missing the ultra wide there, but again, less than $400. Screen feels good. I'm very excited for the Touch ID. So let's turn this sucker on. While it turns on, let's check out some of the other stuff. So it's got the microphone, it's got the lightning port, the mute, the silent mode, the volume buttons, the lock button. Hello. Well, hello, phone. English, I barely speak it. United States, let's set you up manually. We will activate this in a few minutes. So I think this feels great. It's gonna be very pocketable. I think the future of photography and the future of like consumer level video, even as somebody that owns $1,000 camera, $1,000 camera, $2,000 camera, like I own a lot of cameras. I think the future of consumer level photography and videography are here, and a lot of that's gonna be in the processing power in the computers that are built into these phones, and less on the sensors, like the bigger sensors that we have here. And that's why I'm so excited that this has the same processor as their higher end devices. I think that is crazy for a couple of reasons. One, you will continue to get firmware updates for a very long time because of the processor you have inside of this thing. You also don't get to know my passcode, I'm sorry. You will get firmware updates for a long time because of the processor inside of this thing, but you will also, as like more photography things come out, as more like AI imaging technology comes out, I think a lot of that will come out from here because again, it's not necessarily the sensor. This camera right here is what's called a full frame camera. It's got a gigantic sensor. Like it's got a sensor that's almost the size of like the back of this phone. These are micro four thirds cameras, so they got a little bit smaller sensors. These have like, it's a teeny tiny little sensor. So all of the characteristics that you get, like HDR, stuff like that, it's all like computer assisted technology that's done inside of the phone. So the the fact that this processor is so good, I know I've said that a lot, but that's why I'm just so excited. I really, as soon as this gets set up, we're gonna do an indoor studio video test, then we're gonna hop outside, because I think phones are the perfect vlogging cameras going forward. Like, I think we've passed that. That's one of the reasons that I got the iPhone 11 was for the wide angle like selfie camera in the front. And that's where like phones are vlogging cameras. You'll be able to get one of these and get good enough image quality for like YouTube without needing to spend as much money. And then it's also a phone. You can also do photo and video editing on here. And it's so exciting. It's so exciting. I cannot wait to do this. Yes, cancel, just give me to the phone, man. There we go, now we are on the iPhone. Again, I think the white looks super crisp. Man, the screen transitions really well. But what I'm excited for, again, phones have been making phone calls since I was a kid. Like, I was born in the 80s. Cell phones can make phone calls. I think we all agree with that. So again, let's try the camera. I don't want you to use my location. I want you to do some video. So let's see how the front-facing camera works, and then we'll do the rear-facing camera. So, okay, and now we are on the iPhone SE 2. This is just, we're in the straight up, we have it on auto set to everything. We have it in the standard video app. I haven't messed with anything like that. But yeah, this is the exact same setup that you just saw. There's the GH5, there's the A7 III, hey. But yeah, this is the indoor video quality. Now this will be doing terrible indoors. I can almost guarantee it, because one of the problems with cell phones is they don't do very well indoors under unnatural lighting because they're just not very good for low light. So this is the front facing camera. These are the internal microphones, so we're gonna flip it around to the rear camera, hold on. Okay, now we are on the rear camera of the iPhone SE 2. Now, the front camera only does 1080p. The rear camera will do 4K, so this is now in 4K on the main camera. It's the stabilization is set up, everything, so this obviously is just being handheld, as you can see from the GH5 over there. But yeah, this is the indoor image quality. This should be doing a little bit better because this has a little bit bigger of a sensor. This has a little bit wider of an aperture than the front-facing camera. So this might be a little bit better. It's probably not gonna do too great. So the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna hop outside and see how the video quality works on both cameras that way. And I am so excited for this to be good, because if this is good, this is the camera I'm gonna recommend to everybody from now on. So okay, let's pause for a second. We're gonna stop that recording, and I will see you outside as we do the vlogging test. See you out there. Okay, and welcome to the vlogging test on the iPhone SE 2. Again, we are now on the front-facing camera, and since it is much brighter outside, the shutter speed has to compensate for that. So as indoor, it has to bump up like the energy put into the sensor. Here, it doesn't have to do that as much. It just increases the shutter speed, so it might be a little bit unnatural of a motion blur. But yeah, this is the outdoor video quality and the audio quality. How's the stabilization working? Again, this is the front-facing camera, so you're probably not gonna get the best out of here. But this is, I mean, at least this way, you get the little screen so you can see yourself, because you wanna judge all of that stuff, right? Okay, now let's flip over to the rear camera and see how that looks. Okay, now we are on the rear camera of the iPhone SE 2. This should have the better stabilization. This has optical image stabilization, so the camera moves around a little bit inside of the housing to get that stabilization, and it should look a little better. Again, this is in 4K. These are the internal microphones on the camera, so you guys know what this looks like. I have no idea. I'm excited to head back inside and start editing this to see just how good this can be, as again, I think this is gonna be one of the best cameras you're gonna be able to find for the price. So what are some things? We are gonna make some content over the next couple of weeks about the iPhone SE 2, so let me know what you guys would like to see. Leave a comment below, and I'd love to make some videos that you guys would like to see. And if you're trying to get into this, making your own online content, I bet you'd like to watch a video about how you can edit on even a cheap computer like an iPad. So hey, you can click this video right here to see how that works. Click right here. Click, 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 click. Thanks for watching.